Hello, Hello, everyone. Game loaded, yes. Welcome to Atom RPG. I'm Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy to have you here with me. As I open a bunker, we're opening a bunker. We're currently at bunker 317. It makes me hope that we will get more, but we'll see. And we are also in a bit of a predicament. Not predicament. We're not. We don't have. There's no. It's fine. It's all good. We are, however, at a bit of a conundrum. Or with. How do you say that? I don't know. The people that we were just standing next to. They. Am I slowed down? I'm not. Oh, I am dying a lot though. I now noticed. What happened exactly? What? I am very confused. Why did I take damage before? Look at that. Interesting. Well, I guess that'll teach me a lesson to not, do what I did. So what we'll do is we're gonna eat. We're gonna take a anti-venom. Well, actually, let's see. So the problem here is the poison. We can't mess around too much with. Drink a little bit of water. Lovely sounds. We can't mess around too much with the time because I want to make use of my red X. Let's see if we have any water. Actual water. As it turns out, we do not. That's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Well, I guess let's eat some corned meat. This thing is pretty cheap, so I'll eat a little bit of that. Get a little bit of points. I'll just eat the 3. And that's that done. And we're going to tank the remaining. Ooh, we healed for quite a lot, actually. We're going to tank the remaining health damage. I'm not really sure how that's going to turn out. I'm pretty sure I didn't reload last episode. Through the whole episode, I didn't reload. I'm sick. I'm just, that does not sound like me. Anyway, those people want to open this, and there are soldiers inside. I'm not really sure what they get out of opening this, apart from just, I guess, being capable of getting in. But if I kill the soldiers, then I'll steal the things. And if you can't break the lock. And if I don't kill the soldiers, they can't get in, because they'll be soldiers. I don't know what they're trying to do. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's very... You failed to break the lock. Okay. We got something here, ladies and gentlemen. We have something... Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's... I mean, it's plus 20. That's pretty good. I'm surprised, because the last time we got something that we couldn't break... It just said flat out, you can't break the lock. It means it's impossible. Last time we had something like that, it took me forever to open it. And I did it, but... We're going inside. Oh, okay. Well, I thought the beginning of this episode was going to drag on for a little bit, and before I was going to mess around with things, but nope. I thought I was going to mess around with the minecart, which is probably how we do it. You need to have explosives, I think. But we got the experience. We don't have soldiers in here, though. Interesting to have the showers right outside for radiation decontamination. I'm pretty sure... There you go. I'm pretty sure that it's not just water, or is it just water that you decontaminate from radiation? Maybe it's just water because it's like radiation dust or radioactive dust and stuff like that. And if you wash off the dust, well, the radiation goes away with it. That's it's kind of a funny thing when you think about it, because it's not like I'm covered in radiation. That's not what radiation is. You're either radioactive or you're not. So there we go. I am concerned, however, about the poison. I don't really want... I mean, if I could get water out of these things... We do have good stuff, though. We're getting the proper stuff in here. Oh, we got a special soundtrack for this one as well. We're getting proper stuff. And what I want is water. Because I know that one takes the toxic away. All because... excuse me. All because I wanted to go to that other place. Anyway, stop. It says over there. I suppose that is a P? Maybe. Anyway. Why would it say stop? pre... I wouldn't know the words, unless they're anywhere close to their Romance counterparts. If they have Romance counterparts, then I can't know them. That's mostly... Well, that's a trick that you can do with a lot of languages, for that matter. Like, even not just Romance languages or languages that are influenced by Romance, but like Germanic languages and stuff like that. You know, Asian languages, at least Cantonese and is Cantonese the main what is the big one? The big language in China and Japanese. They share a lot of words as well. But I wouldn't claim to know. That is a bad thing over there. I don't like that thing. Also, there's a lot of dead ants. Okay. And also more radiation. I like... Oh, no, radiation. Toxic. You see some mutated ant corpses. They look like they have been shot with an automatic weapon. Yeah, I'm also seeing what I can only assume is an anti-air thing. I'm not really sure how that works, but I don't like it. Maybe if it's not activated, which I wouldn't expect it to be, maybe I can use it to my advantage. I hear rats around. I don't like hearing creatures. Before you stands a huge machine on a caterpillar track. That is... I haven't seen that mentioned like that, but it is what it is, yeah. Its top is crowned with an iron cube, which was probably intended to resemble a human head. It's probably a pre-war robot. Yeah. I mean... Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, no. Well, okay. An invention so secret that most people in the country never even imagined that it had already stepped out of the sci-fi books. I'm gonna look at the body. The main body of the machine has a metal plate on it. On top of the plate is a simple lock which can be opened with some know-how. Well, I have some. After some fiddling with the rusty lock, you finally remove the metal plate with a quiet snap. Before you is a jumbled mess of colored wires. You can take them with you and sell to someone in the wastes, or you can leave them and try to fix the metal giant. Let's do that. Oh, I failed. The machine is far too complicated for you. You click your tongue, rub your head, and finally realize that any attempt at fixing this machine will only break it even further. Well, I am gonna exit. Because I need to save before I mess with that. Because I'm gonna look at the thing, I'm gonna try and do that, and now I'm gonna examine the machine some more. Oh, it doesn't... It's not a random chance. This is locked to my technology skill. I'll bring that up to 100, maybe. Can I just point out, you know those... Well, never mind kitchen robots. You know those little automatic hoovers? Those are robots. He doesn't need to have a head. Just saying. Just saying. It's because... Not that the game is doing anything wrong right now. Yet. But I have seen... Where was it? I don't remember what game it was. Somebody... I think it might have been in Elex? I don't remember exactly. But for some reason... It's easier for people to think of robots as big mechs. But that's not technically what robots are. Especially considering that that's not what they are. Because there are no mechs. Although they do exist, there are some things like that. They're impossible to exist. For fighting purposes, that is. Because of something called surface tension is what it's known as. And that's why that thing has caterpillar tracks. Also known as another thing that I forget the name of. Those tracks they're not there, they just have the wheels. But you know, the tank tracks. Oh! Yeah, tank tracks is how you say it, usually. But that's technically also not the correct name for it. Yeah, but the problem with mechs is that they're too heavy, and well, they're not necessarily too heavy, because they are things that are just as heavy. The problem is the surface on which they stand, which is, for a mech, one leg, because they lift up a leg to walk, so that it's one leg. The weight is too great, and so they just shoot through the floor. In fact, tanks do that, let alone mechs. Like the big tank, that big German tank that they prototyped in 1944, I think. I don't know the name of the Morer or something. It starts with an M, I think. If you play World of Tanks, you'll have seen it. Well, hopefully you will have seen it on your side, but you probably will see it on other people's side, because that thing murders you in World of Tanks. But it didn't exist in real life. I mean, it did, but the problem was that it just fell through the floor. So you needed super strong roads for it. Like, it was built on a steel platform, and everything worked all right. And then the moment it got out of the factory, it didn't work all right anymore. It just dug in to the tarmac or whatever. There's a report on that. There's a tale, let's put it like that, on how that whole thing happened. Oof. These things are super heavy. The biggest microships in the world. Isn't that how the joke goes? Thank you very much for telling me that, by the way. That's a funny joke. I mean, in a sort of academic way, I suppose. And it's probably funnier for people who actually used to hear it. Let's see. I'll take that. We have too much meat. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be leaving some of that, if not all of that, behind. This is the salt place, yeah. And over there, there's the rat. Okay. So what is that for? Just mushrooms. So you can think of how pretty they were in Oblivion. Excuse me, Fallout 3. They look so close to them. Okay, so let's try and mess with this robot. Let's just call it an unmanned, uncrewed armored vehicle. That's what it is, a UAV. And I'm not sure they existed before 1986. And I hope they didn't, because that way it's just fun and just secret and good things. Okay, so since my technologist my technology isn't gonna be good enough, technology, examine it. Oh, okay. I might need to kick it. I realize that, but I'm not gonna kick it before I try everything else. And by everything else, I mean learning some more thing. There it is. You carefully examine the innards of the giant machine. Rub your forehead some more, and eureka! You now know, or you know how to fix it. Rolling up your sleeves, you begin working on the robot with enthusiasm. After some time, you lose a little bit of that enthusiasm, but you're proud of your work. Take a step back to test it out. The eye bulbs on the improvised head. How is it improvised? What do you mean improvised? I didn't make it. It was there already. Of the metal you mean the so-called, maybe? Because I guess, yeah, we did call it a head. It's probably sensors and things. Of the metal giant light up, you hear the screech of rusty servo motors and electricity snapping through the body of this modern-day Frankenstein's monster called Ivan? Roger. Steve. His name is Steve. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the Frankenstein's monster. That's what I was trying to remember. I think it is. It might have been Ivan. The square head turns to you. Slowly, you hear a steady voice coming out of it. All systems online. Ready for labor and defense. The E sound, or rather, the sound, because it's defense. What? Starts dragging while lowering in pitch at the same time. Finally, with a loud pop, the eye bulbs dim and the metal giant freezes. It seems that despite your attempts at repair, something critical finally broke inside the robot, and now it is beyond repair. A pity. All it needs is some new valves in the head. That's where the light comes from, unless those are sensors, and of course, I'm gonna tear out the wires, because obviously I am. You spit on your hands, which is just to give them a little bit more adhesion, and pull a bunch of wire. No, you wouldn't do that for the wires, though. That is the opposite of what you want to do with the wires. Trust me, I have plenty of experience doing that. Valuable metals are worth a lot. It's right there in the name. But in trade, the idea of ever repairing this technological wonder dies forever. Well, especially if you just... Oh, I took damage. Especially if you tear out the wires. I kicked it. Ouch, you hurt your leg. You briefly wonder if continuing to kick this giant will result in your death. Yes, it will. No, I have been killed by weirder things. By somebody touching me, I think it was, and I just died. Anyway, no reason to try and see, though. The machine, on the other hand, does not react to your attack. Well, oh wait, that was a thing in there. Let's save. And I'm not going to take the damage. I'm going to hit the Oh, I can die. Yeah, sure. I wonder if I get an achievement. Can I just hold one? I don't think so. I don't know if I'm taking damage either. Yeah, there it is. I died from kicking. I fell through the floor. It is all fine. Just wanted to see if it actually worked. So, robot doesn't do anything. UAV. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I call it robot. It's fine. It's okay. So we have some toxic in here. Still no water. Which hi, hello, you little raccoon. It is the size of a raccoon, isn't it? Okay, good stuff. And I'll take that. Save the game. Take some nails. I don't actually need them. Take some of that and get out of that because that. Oh. What? Did something happen to my poison? Oh, I failed to notice what happened, but I'm good. It's fine. I'm not poisoned anymore, toxic or whatever. So that's good. I think it might have been just another health damage incident, and of course you take damage when the poison goes down. So that's how it works. I just didn't notice. I thought I had 37, but I still have 37. I wonder if I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea. Well, you know, because you watched it, and if you thought it was weird, you can go back. Oh, that's not okay. Those are not expensive. And gee, that is just ridiculous. You take the. Not only will I not take those, I won't take any. I'll take the meat though. Look at that. Those are pretty expensive though. Those are very valuable. But if we store them all together, yeah, let's do that. That's a better idea. Put them all in my inventory so I know where they are. Yeah, good. So 25, they're somewhere. There we go. Will I remember? I won't. Oh, I should have dropped that. I mean, I will remember to come back. It's just, if we ever get a car, I mean. It's just that will I remember where they are, is the question. So these things are definitely not worth it. I think I will. They're over there. How hard could it be? The bottles of water are not worth it either. They are actually quite heavy, so, yeah. Okay, moving on. Hopefully we won't need more technology than what we have already, because we have... The Y is... What is the Y? Is that a... D? Or is that the H that is the T? No, the H is the Y. No, that's the N. The H is the N. The N is the Y. The inverted N. Never mind me. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what we do over here. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's locked. Nah, shouldn't be a problem. I can unlock it. You broke the lock. I didn't. I actually literally cracked it. Which means it's something different. Okay. Oh, we got an old computer. No, that's not an old computer. What is that? They've got rats, though. Okay, what do we have in here? We got more electrical tape. Always down for some electrical tape. Actually, let's see what we have in here. So, whatever that is a thing. And then a VHS tape. I would say it is a VHS tape. It's almost rewound. We got, I think that's one of the green panels. That over there. So it's on. But I'm not sure it would be on, so it's just decoration. Got a lot of papers around here, including the ones we're picking up for no reason whatsoever. Is this a computer? This is a computer. That is a rat over there. And we have these big floppy disks that I never had. They have the small ones? They don't have the small ones. The small ones didn't show up. Actually, they did show up in 1986. I think that's when they were introduced. That, because, yeah, I think it was 1986. Might be wrong on that. Anyway, we got a computer, and it's an old one. There's a computer sitting on the table. It's very modern for pre-war tech. Although covered in a layer of dust, it looks like it might still be usable. It is so modern, it has the latest in technology of storage, removable storage. I'm gonna try to turn it on. Success! It shouts at me. You look the computer over, blowing away the dust. Wiping your hand across the screen, you press some buttons on the keyboard and find the button that turns the computer on. Surprisingly, it still works. With a slight buzz, the display turns on, and a low hum fills the forgotten bunker. And YouTube is full of, well, not full, but there are some channels and videos on YouTube of old people restoring old computers. And old people? I'm sorry, I didn't mean... Not of people restoring old computers. Some of them might be old, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And it's pretty awesome. It's just they like, some of them are like have been left out in the rain for years and decades, and they still work. No, they don't work, but they can be restored. And some of them are very surprising. That's a cool thing. I'm gonna look at the computer. Well, yeah, I'm gonna just look at it. A dim display shows a text message. Welcome to OWL system, comrade. I remind you that cargo elevator A1 is currently sealed in response to Order 712. It's strictly forbidden to open the elevator without explicit orders from your superiors. There are also 3 unread messages, and I suppose I can click on the 1, 2, and 3. Under this message, there is a C. The one of those command lines. Seems like you could type command into it. Is that how old computers worked? I only know DOS, and DOS doesn't have this. Certainly doesn't have open. You wish it had opened. It has CD something. That's for change directory, I think. For open is probably run. I wouldn't know, actually. I don't know what open is. Anyway. It's the same message. So I can, so we have the, there are also 3 unread messages. I'm gonna open message, what message? 1. It asks me. Anyway, Petrov, it reads, I remind you that the new code to the TV room is 2. I'm gonna write it down. Unfortunately, I moved my notepad a little bit further, so anyway, we have it over here. 2104. Don't you dare tell Sidorov. After the latest incident, he better have a damn good reason to even be looking in the same direction at the TV. Artemyev. Also, that code that we had outside may have been usable in the entrance. I didn't think. Anyway, I didn't think about it, so I didn't use it. Anyway, warning, Order 712 is in effect. In light of that fact, we remind you that cargo elevator A1 is prohibited from being open without direct and explicit orders with hiccups. 2 episodes in a row with hiccups, and I didn't even record them like right next to the other. I'm sorry. And it's your superior, signed your superiors. Yeah, you can definitely fool everybody by just signing your boss, the person that is in charge of you. That is the signing. All labor and no free time makes poor Petrov a dull worker, which is a funny line. So we can open bunker elevator message, send command, wrong command. Oh, right, because of the thing. Okay, so I can leave and save just in case I screw something up, because I'm, if elevator closed, then open. That's, then what? Open what? Open is not a command. Are you sure you want to open the elevator? Why would I want... If message is closed, then open. What the heck? If message open. Ah. That's not... Okay, sure, whatever. It's fine. So we don't need the dens and or anything. Also, you wouldn't start with a den, because the den is just the normal. Den doesn't count if it's alone, because it's the same as not having anything. So it probably would just give a syntax error and just be like, command not recognized, or den is not a valid function, or something to that extent. So, open elevator. Wrong command. What? Really? Is that supposed to be like, I don't know the command? Because that does sound like what you'd expect from not knowing the command. Just open elevator. Yeah, no. The elevator is probably has a pointer. You need to add codes and whatnot. And be like, open A3. Actually, it would make a lot of sense that it would be open A1. Because that is more specific. You don't want to... yeah, words as variables are just my daily headache, really. I just have to come up with words for variables all day. Because I mess around with that. And it just drives me nuts. If you look at, yeah, that's why sometimes you look at some source code and it's just got funny words in there, because the programmers are just done. They're just done with all the things. Just, I can't come up with another name for a variable. Shut up. Don't ask me to comment my code. You see a soft drink vending machine. Once such machine stood in all Soviet town. I've heard of you. And I got bolts. And did I get bolts actually? No. What? I have seen you before. There's another computer in here. What do we have? Verify MDI pool data. Verifying. Ellipses only have 3 dots, but that makes that is a realistic thing. Boot from CD. What do you mean CD? Disk boot failure. Insert disk and press enter. What is a CD? Actually, when these CDs? No CD. There's no such thing. You don't fool me with your newfangled technology. I'm gonna drop all my meat. That's what you're gonna have to learn to deal with, is my meat on the floor. Actually, seriously though, a well-preserved computer. Well, it's from the future. MDI pool data. I don't know what that is. That might be a reference to a specific thing. I can't use items there, so that might be a reference. So, if bunker closed, then open. This terminal does not have permission to operate the entrance of the bunker. OWL asks you, that's probably owl, supposed to be read as owl, most likely, to not fret and try again. Okay, so I think that's why, you know, we need to do a very basic if-then. You already opened the elevator. Oh, I did. It's good, thank you. It says we're very sorry. The heck? What do you mean? Oh, right, this elevator. I thought it was gonna be this one. That's probably the cargo elevator. We're good. And we have the let's try the 2104 that we tried before. It doesn't work. You can crack these with just lockpicks or something else. But that opened. Hello. Oh, look at that. It's another plastic skeleton. There you go. Certainly wasn't people, because that's not a corpse. That is a skeleton. And rats, they like eating bones, don't you know? So they don't like eating plastic. But that's gonna be that for this episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Atom RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.